Captain Thompson, it's 2028. We fully realize perhaps the effort that you have underway there. I'm a freshly minted officer coming out of the Coast Guard Academy, aka the factory, as you all like to call it. What can I expect to see? What am I going to be issued? What are my employees going to be doing in regards to technology at that point in time?
We're pushing towards a concept we call our digital sea bag. I think everyone understands. You graduate from boot camp, you get your sea bag, you throw it over. It's kind of everything you need. The digital sea bag is, we're getting to a spot where we're going to plan to issue people, their own laptops or tablets or mobile devices. That'll be yours until it has to be recapped or you choose to leave the service. Right. That's a different model, and we're trying to get that out to everybody. We're about maybe halfway through all of our personnel at this point. We have aspirations to get to 75% by the end of the year, which is a huge improvement. That is an expectation from the user. But what I think what you're really getting to is when you get to a true zero trust environment and everyone has that ubiquitous access and mobility type solutions, and everything is kind of running smoothly, is that you have access to data across the spectrum of everything that we have, and you have these analytic tools. And I think the ability for us to make data-based decisions is going to be vastly improved. When someone asks you, what should we be doing next, our graduates from the academy, they're going to need to have an aptitude for how do they leverage the data that we have across the board in all of what is currently a whole bunch of individual silos, but will hopefully be integrated in a modern data environment where these modern analytic tools will be able to parse and pull, human data along with mission data, environmentals, and really allow people at a lower level to make smart decisions that right now are kind of they're made at a senior level based on experience or gut check, but they're really not based on data, and they may be flawed. Today I think some of the decisions I make may be flawed because I just don't have the data to really make them, better. But I think in the future that data will be readily accessible, and I think our users and our senior executives are going to demand that we really make data-based decisions for everything we do. But like Karin said earlier, the human in the loop is incredibly important. That will always be there. That always provide that context. But just being able to take that data and be able to kind of provide a little bit more insight that I think that we don't have today, and I think that's really exciting. That's what the new world will bring.
Yeah, human in the loop,